The intro goes to where listeners saw none other than Tessa from the memory. How is she alive? Tessa? And you remember. Listeners saw her cough afterwards. Okay, what is going on? How are you alive? Especially you, Jay. I thought Uzi ended up blowing you up. Like that's gonna end up keeping me dead. Uh huh. Anyways, what are you two doing here? The two end up explaining that Sin managed to escape on off of Earth and was now on Copper 9, so they might need to end up doing something to end this all. Oh god, that seems serious. But question, why out of every place would she come to Copper 9? The listener said as they went to the cabin that they had the field trip. I don't know, from what we end up reading, something here, along with anyone, is none other than ending life on this planet. But the only life here is our. Oh, listener realized that. Yep. As listener and the following, V followed behind. She still had the horrible look because of what listener saw. She never meant to do with that. She doesn't even remember killing her parents, and she couldn't stop beating herself up. Meanwhile, they managed to get in. Thanks for the help of N, who blew up an entry. They ended up going inside, and they were met with a horrible sight. It looked similar to what they saw in Doll's place, but instead, it was more gruesome and everything. Oh god, I guess they ran out of oil, and the only thing they had was each other. Lister said as he looked at the corpses pile everywhere. And he looked at the painting as well. From their oil, they painted things, monsters, saying, "Don't look in the light," and everything. What the hell went down here? En said as he was shocked. I don't know, but let's keep moving forward. This actually made everyone moved, except for V, who was stopped by listener. Hey, V, are you okay? V didn't want to look at him because she was too ashamed, too scared of what to say. V, what you did, it wasn't your fault. You were controlled. I don't hate you. I will never hate you. But I did. I killed your parents. I have your own parents' blood on my hand. She actually held out her hand thinking that she had actual blood, but then she saw a listener holding them. What you did was not your fault or even your will. You were forced to do that. I don't hate you, listener. But that moment was interrupted when N ended up shooting something. Next thing you knew, a baby spider and a worker drone with antlers came. Hey there, Surface Slicker. And then everything went black. Listener was the one to first woke up with a massive headache. There. What happened? He said as he opened his eyes. He was met with a sight. Why is everything upside down? Everything's not upside down. You're upside down. And then the image showed it was, in fact, the listener was upside down. And he saw Uzi tied down to a gurney. What the heck? What happened? I suggest that you don't talk anymore. He turned to see the drone that pretty much knocked him out. Had to end getting this one. Sentinels, creatures, and get into it. I tried not damaging the good parts as she fixed the lantern. Oh my god. No way. Alice? Indeed, it was Alice. Looks like you still remember us. Hey, Experiment 66. Wait, what do you mean Experiment 66? What's going on? Yeah, I would like to ask the same question. Alice actually explained what happened, and apparently listener was indeed, in fact, Experiment 66, as he was experimented on to end up seeing if it's possible to create immortality, and the experiment was done on him at age 12 after 2 months when V killed listener's parents. I tried to end up seeing what it's true or not, and looks like immortality really did his thing. She said as she was about to cut V. You touch my girlfriend and you're gonna be dead, you hear me, you goddamn bitch! Lister said he tried to get out from his restraint but couldn't. Try as struggle as you want. I make sure to end up reinforcing that from the last time I met you. Last time? What do you mean? Oh, you didn't know? He was the one who ended up killing Worker Jones and human Worker Jones down here. Wait, what? V was now shocked, and she looked at Listener. Is this true? It is. What happened 13 years ago, there was an accident. Whoever was messing with my system ended up also forgetting about my combat skills. But then there was a mishap and I killed everyone. 3,000 lives taken. 2,000 was human. And 3 was Worker Jones. Oh my god, Lesnar. Alright, that's enough. Uzi, are you okay? Not first time to end up dealing with witchcraft drones. Witchcraft? You mean possessed soul? Exactly. I think it's time that we end up finishing up. She said she grabbed her axe. Actually, long story short, Listener had to watch as Alice ended up letting loose the sentinel beings to N and also Tessa. Oh my god, you stay away from that! Listener ended up thrashing in his restraint as he tried to get out. Like I said, those things are too strong for you, Experiment 6-6. You gotta end up enjoying this movie. She said she ended up eating her popcorn, of course. One led to another. Something happened as listeners saw the absolute doom coming towards and something inside him snapped. Meanwhile, Uzi tried to use her silver form and she was possessed by sin. As everything started to float, Alice turned to see her. Don't mind me, she said as everything was destroyed, allowing doors to be open, including the one they were in. Beer, help me! Help me with this! Alice was stopped when one of those things showed up, then paralyzing her, killing her off, along with Bear. And just before the thing could even come close to V, she was panicking.
Get away from me!
The thing, the sentinel, as it was about to eat V, it was then torn entirely into pieces as the thing that saved V turned. It was none other than Listener? It was. He was like the werewolf from Van Helsing as she saw Listener cutting her loose and then she jumped on him. Listener, oh my god, thank you! I thought I was gonna die. Listener couldn't talk in this form, so all he did was like what dogs would do and hugged her. Next thing you know, everyone met up, but the two were shocked to see how Listener is. Oh my god, Listener? What happened to him? I don't know, but I'm actually enjoying this. V said as she hugged Listener while she was on his back. They end up making it down the corridor to a secret elevator that Listener knew. He actually forgot to mention that this was actually how he escaped. But next thing you knew, one of those things from blue to red came. And then when V was about to kill it, it took out a disassembly drone arm and used its gun. What? I never seen that happen. Next thing you knew, it turned into a fight. Listener had to take care of the red sentinel thing as V took care of the others. More and more came as V ended up looking around. She saw how Listener was handling 5 of those things. You get away from him! V ended up saying as she took out her own gun and fired at will. Ended up killing the other 3 but left 2 more to come. Oh my god, there's too many! What are we gonna do? And said as he looked around, everyone in the elevator! V said as she and Listener ended up taking care of the others, holding them back. Oh my god, V, come on, we gotta go! Before V can get in, one of the red sentinel ended up firing at the cable, making it loose. Ah! Come on! V ended up looking at Listener, who ended up looking at her. Listener, come on, we gotta go! Lister actually knew that if they go in, they would get killed, and they had a chance of not surviving this. But Lister knew one thing. He looked at V, and he ended up nodding. Lister, what are you? Before she can finish, Lister pushed V in. No, Lister! And he used his claws to end up closing the door. Lister, no! No! Lister, please! She said as the thing started to snap, one led to another. It did. The last thing she heard from Lister was his growl as more of those things piled on him. Lister!